Sangha trembled beside Dokja, visibly shaken by everything happening around her. Dokja glanced around the cabin, eyes narrowing. Something felt off. He thought to himself, that's strange. Why hasn't he appeared yet? Scrolling through his phone in an attempt to confirm his suspicions, Dokja reflected that the events he remembered from 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse and others he didn't even realize were part of the story were now unfolding simultaneously. If he could just read the novel again, he'd have a better idea of what to do. Damn it, he muttered inwardly. I guess it was removed. But why? It wasn't a popular series, so it seemed unlikely anyone had tried to distribute it illegally. Then, suddenly, he remembered the email the author had sent him not long ago. Quickly, he opened it and discovered an attached file. His eyes widened in disbelief. He rubbed them, then looked at his screen again. Did he really send me the whole novel? As a gift? Isn't that illegal sharing? While Dokja was still processing the surprise, a blue screen suddenly appeared beside him. He turned his head toward it. You have received an exclusive attribute. A skill slot has been unlocked. Dokja's mind raced. Each of the TWSA survivors received a special attribute along with a skill tied to it, he thought. It really is just like a game. He closed his eyes and focused, willing the attribute window to open. Then I need to figure out what mine is. But nothing happened, except another screen appeared. Attribute window cannot be opened. What? Dokja said aloud, stunned. He tried again, repeating the command in his mind. Attribute window. Attribute window. Again and again, the same message appeared. Attribute window cannot be opened. What the hell is going on? He thought. If I can't access my attribute window, I won't be able to figure out my skill or even what I'm capable of. Frustrated, he gave up for the moment and turned back to the email. Oh well, he told himself. I'll just read the attached file first. At that instant, another blue screen flashed in front of him. Your attribute has been activated. You are now able to read at a faster speed. Without warning, lines of text began flooding past Dokja's eyes. He staggered backward, holding his head. What? That was my attribute? It had taken less than a minute to read the opening chapter of TWSA. But more importantly, he had found what he was looking for. Bingo, he thought. The subway cabin mentioned in the prologue was number 3707. He looked up and confirmed the number above the door of his own cabin, 3807. With that realization, Dokja finally understood why he'd been feeling so uneasy. The reason the events playing out around him differed from his memories was because the protagonist of TWSA wasn't in his cabin. He was in the one directly behind. His gaze drifted to the cabin door, where blood had been smeared across the glass. Wait, he thought. Then what happened to the people in 3807 in the story? Sangha, still visibly shaking, turned to him. Dokja, shouldn't we try to stop them? Dokja peered through the glass at the chaos erupting in the next cabin. He shook his head. It's probably too late for them, he thought. Only 2 people will survive in that cabin. As if on cue, a man in the next car grabbed an elderly woman by the collar and snarled, Where the hell do you think you're going? Shut your mouth. The old woman pleaded through tears, Please, let me go. But the white-haired young man holding her struck her across the face and growled, Didn't I tell you to shut up? He hit her again, 3 more times in quick succession. Sangha gasped in horror. Dokja narrowed his eyes. I know who those 2 survivors are. Sangha will probably die. Everyone in this cabin will die, including me. Just then, Mr. Han intervened, grabbing the young man's arm and shouting, What do you think you're doing, you little brat? Didn't anyone teach you to respect your elders? Still holding the old woman, the white-haired youth turned to Mr. Han and sneered, What the hell, old man? Do you want to die too? Mr. Han was taken aback. What? The young man jabbed a finger at the blue screen overhead. Can't you see what's going on here? Mr. Han, still fuming, demanded an explanation. What the hell are you talking about? The white-haired youth pointed again. That screen. Don't you get it? The army isn't coming. The police aren't coming. Someone has to die. The others turned toward the screen, just as it replayed footage from another channel, people attacking each other, pleading for their lives. One man screamed, Please, spare me. I've lived a good life. Another voice snapped back, Shut up and die. The white-haired youth's eyes glinted with madness. We have to choose who dies. Mr. Han flinched at the idea. I know what you're thinking, the youth continued. You think we're above this, that we're human beings. That killing is wrong. Normally, I'd agree. But look around. The world we knew is gone. The rules have changed. It's kill or be killed. Then, without hesitation, he punched the old woman again. Namwoon Kim, Dokja thought. He remembered the character vividly. He was one of the earliest to adapt to the world of TWA, one of the first to discard morality and embrace this new reality. He was the wedge that shattered society's last bonds. Namwoon Kim shouted, Are you all just going to sit and watch? Do you want to die? The panic spread like fire. Several people, now desperate to survive, surrounded the old woman and began beating her. Dokja stood frozen. I suddenly recalled a line from the novel. Executioners pull the lever of the electric chair at the same time to hide who really killed the prisoner. It was happening just like that scene. They were no longer human in this moment, just beasts in a broken system. Dokja felt like a spectator in a familiar tragedy. All he could do was watch as a nameless elderly woman became the first victim. If I interfere, he thought, the original plot may change. But can I really just stand here and let her die? Just so I can live? As he hesitated, Sangha moved toward the chaos. They're going to kill her. Startled, Dokja stopped her. Don't be reckless. It's dangerous. I know, but, she began. If you go, he cut in firmly, they'll kill you too. Looking at her, he thought, Sangha, I guess some people are just meant to shine, no matter the genre. But she can't change the course of this story, because she's not the heroine in this world. He met her eyes and said, Stay here. She looked torn. What? But please, he said gently, just do as I say this once. If you listen to me now, I promise I won't ever bother you again. She hesitated, then sat down slowly, still trembling. Dokja exhaled. It's too early for me to interfere, he told himself. This wasn't part of my plan. He wasn't afraid of Namwoon Kim, nor did he condone the brutality around him. He had simply been waiting for the right moment. And that moment is now. A loud bang sounded from the neighboring cabin. Without hesitation, Dokja dashed toward the mob attacking the old woman. The blue screen above them read, Time remaining, 7 minutes and 32 seconds.